Namo Arihantaram, Namo Siddharam, Namo Ayariyaram, Namo Ajayaram, Namo Loy Savasaunam, Eso Panchinamo Yaro, Sava Papanasana, Manglaram Chisavasi, Paramam Hui Mangalam, Paramam Hui Mangalam.
Moksha, you are both older than the rest of these two. All of them were paying attention when they were reciting Namokar mantra. Both of you were talking. That is rude. You can't do like that. Recite again, Moksh, Namokar mantra.
Reciting together.
Sorry?
We were also reciting.
Okay, but join your hands because you are on mute, so I don't know what is happening, okay? Fine, okay, no problem. Okay, Moksh, recite it again.
Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamo Yaro, Safa Pavapanasano, Manglanam Chosavesi, Padamam Hui Mangalam, Padamam Hui Mangalam.
Very good. Fine, Boila. Be Mokshne Briala. Okay, now listen. Now we're starting with Jain Universe. Ria, if you want to join, you join. Otherwise, you go. Ask her, Delina. Does she want to sit? Then ask her to come. And if she doesn't want to sit, ask her to go. Fine. Now you pay attention over here, Delina. Otherwise, from next week, I will ask you to come to my house. Okay? You pay attention over here. Fine. On a pachorolo biche chokra. Ask him to go or to sit in the class. If they want to sit, they're welcome to sit. But they should not be disturbing you. Okay, now let's start with Jain Universe. So last week we talked about the 7 hells. There are 7 hells. So we mentioned that the first 3 hells are extremely hot. First 4 hells are extremely hot. And the next 3 hells are extremely cold. They're extremely cold. So we had mentioned this. We had also mentioned last week, Stuti, come in the picture, that in the last hell, the 7th hell, like here on earth, we call houses. There they call build. Like there they don't say ghar or they don't say houses. There they call bill, and as you descend down, like meaning in the first hell, there are less people. In the second hell, there are more. Third hell, even more. So as you start to come down, in the 7th hell, there are far more people, a lot more people. There are so many people there. It is like, it is crazy. Like, you know, the amount of people there are so many. So they only have 7 bill over there, only 7 houses. All of them are cramped up in a house. All of them are cramped up in a house, and this is how they live. Who wants to go to hell? If you want to go to hell, you eat meat, you eat eggs, you like play, I mean, you can do gambling, you can go to the casino. How many of you are going to go to the casino when you grow up? How many of you want to go and see what the casino is like? If you do gambling, if you do all these habits like this, you will go to hell. So the choice is yours. Nobody can tell you what to do. The choice is yours. If you do all these things, you go down to hell. If you eat honey, listen to this. If you eat honey, honey is also not a good, it is not a food worth eating. Why isn't it eating? Why can't we eat honey? Yes, Fiona.
First of all, that stuff is bee barf, so no one would want to eat that anyway. But it may have like the bees, like little babies inside. They extract those too, and then you're eating those.
Okay, fine. So it is almost correct. So okay, yeah. You can speak, Nisha.
You technically wouldn't eat honey, maybe because you're like stealing from the bee. You're taking something that's not yours.
No, not correct. Okay, the answer I was looking for in honey, there are so many lives. You could say unlimited lives which will get killed, maybe even infinite lives. There are unlimited lives which get killed in honey, and you should also be aware that honey is an excrete. Like, what is the excrete of humans? Stool and urine, isn't it? We remove stool and urine from our body. So what is the excrete of bees? It is called honey. So now the choice is yours. Nobody can tell you what to do. You have to make a decision by yourself whether you want to continue eating this or you don't. So is honey bee meat? So like Naisha is asking, no, it is not meat. It is not meat as such, because meat is of 5 sense beings, and so it is not meat. In the honey, there are many 1 sense beings, 2 sense beings, 3 sense beings, which are existing over there. So you're killing them unnecessarily. Now, a question you might ask, is it nutritionally good? Because honey is advertised. It is like advertised so widely, isn't it? It is advertised. So now, Delina, you have got many people. They're all welcome to sit for your class. All of them can sit. Otherwise, you go to your room. The choice is yours. So all of them are welcome to stay. If they want to listen, all these children at the back, I can see all the children, all of them can listen. Otherwise, nobody should disturb you when you're in class. It is because you are in the classroom right now. Okay, Delina? Fine. So now, okay, so now listen. And now don't make me interrupt again. Don't make me interrupt again. If they want to listen, they're welcome. Fine. So what it is that in that there are many 1 sense beings, 2 sense beings, 3 sense beings. There are so many. Do you want to kill these animals unnecessarily? Do you want to kill them? Yes or no? Moksh doesn't want to. Moksh is sure about his answer. Priyala is sure about her answer. Fiona also doesn't want to. Even Naisha. How about you, Stuti? Even Stuti. How about you, Delina? Okay, so now look, you are making your own decision. Remember, always remember this one sentence of Amrit Chandra Acharya. Amrit Chandra Acharya has said, any person above the age of 8 years old, be it a girl or a boy, Delina, they can attain Samyak Darshan. They can experience the soul. You can experience the soul. You can experience the soul. So that is showing that your mind is fully developed. It is fully developed. So you can experience the soul. So now a teacher can only teach you the choices you have to make. If you want to go down in hell, you do all these things. You go to the casino, you eat meat, you eat eggs, you drink alcohol, you do gambling, you do all these things. How many of you want now you make your own decision. How many of you want to go to hell? Nobody wants to go to hell. Now, how many of you want to go to heaven? Let's understand now what is heaven. Let's first understand what is heaven, and then you make a decision if you want to go to heaven or if you don't want to go to heaven. So, okay, Fiona has already made up her mind. Okay, so there are 16 heaven. Now listen to this. There are 16 heaven. Now, I'm not going to give you the names right now because you're still a bit young. In the next 2-3 classes, I will give you the names. Today, you only listen. There are 16 heaven. On top of it, there are 9 heaven. On top of it, there are another 9 heaven. On top of it, there are 5 heaven. So Fiona, 16 plus 9 plus 9 plus 5. Fiona. Naisha, 16 plus 9 plus 9 plus 5. Naisha, Moksh, Delina. 16 plus 9, yes, good, Moksh, if you have understood, plus 9 plus 5. So these are the heavens. Now, how many of you want to go to heaven? Because heaven is fun, isn't it? No work to do, nothing, like, no one to, okay, as like children, you don't have to study, you don't have to go to school. As adults, you don't have to go to work, you don't have to cook food, you don't have to earn money. It's so much better than earth, isn't it? Isn't it, Naisha? It's so much better than earth. See, look, Moksh is at least giving an honest answer. Naisha, it's like so much better than earth, isn't it? Hakenabul, say yes or no. Naisha. Naisha is still thinking. Okay. Briella.
I don't want to go to heaven because over here on earth you can go up to 13th Gunastan, but in heaven or hell you can only go to 4th.
Wow, Ketlo fine boily. Very good, girl. Ketlo, perfect answer. Very good. Bol Moksh. Add or you can even repeat whatever you wanted to say, you say.
No, I just wanted to say that even though heaven is like better than earth, yet there is moksha.
Very good. So there's no Moksh. Look, Moksh chayanga, Moksh. Moksh chayanga, Moksh. Very good. Delina, Banengi, like which Acharya's name starts with A, with D, sorry, with D. Nesha, okay, let me think, like the name will come. Nesha Banengi, Nemi Chandra Siddhanta Acharya. Nesha, so this is a compliment for you. Briella Fiana, like also will become Acharya. Stuti Banengi, Samant Bhadra Acharya. With D also, I can't think of a name of an Acharya. Also with F and B, I can't think right now. But all of you will become Acharya one day. Moksh Banenga Mangatunga Acharya. Okay, so these are compliments for you. So these are I mean, you should aim to be like them. Now quickly, now in like 2 minutes we will finish with the universe, and then next week we will learn about Madhyalok, and now we will learn in detail about Madhyalok from next week. Okay, fine. So in heaven, why is there no happiness, or why is there temporary happiness? Fiana.
Because even though the life there is really long, you still have to leave or quote unquote die. You're gonna have to leave that place and leave all of your beautiful jewelry and beautiful clothes and your wives back there, and you're gonna have to go to whatever life you're gonna go to.
Good answer. કેટલોને fine એકદમ વિચારીને answer આપ્યો છે. So what she's trying to say is, ek minute, Moksh, let me just speak and then you speak. So what she's trying to say is that even if you have a life of a heavenly being, Delina and Naisha, this is new for you. Even if you have the life of a heavenly being, one day you have to die. And if you die, you don't know where you will go. You might even go in a 1 sense being. You might even go in a 2 sense being, in a 3 sense being. So everything is temporary in heaven. Everything is temporary. The happiness there is not permanent. Moksha, add on to this, to like Fiana's point.
Since like there are like so many stages in heaven, like let's say states, like they are the normal heavenly beings, and then they can be and then on the top they can be the king of heaven or something
Indra,
like
he's
that.
called
So then
Indra.
everything is Indra, and everything is like divided into groups. So like the smaller people have to do work for the bigger people.
Not this, okay, okay, I've understood what you want to say. Just some words were not correct, but your answer is correct. Okay, so what he's trying to say is that the higher Dev command over the lower Dev, like Naisha and Delina. They'll say, Naisha, turn into an elephant, take me to like the Samoa Saran. And immediately, Naisha, you have to turn into an elephant, and they will use you as a servant to take you. I mean, then you have to, take them to like Samoa Saran. Delina, turn into like a big whale and take me to like Madhyalok. They will just order you like that, and you have to do it. You just have to do it. You have to be their servant. Who wants to be the servant of the higher Dev? Nobody wants to be a servant, be it on earth, be it on heaven. Nobody wants to be a servant. Okay, so why is then, okay, fine, then why don't you go up to the higher Dev? How can you go there? Look, you don't always have to go to the lower Dev. You can even go to the higher Dev. How do you go there? How do you go to the higher stages of heavenly beings? Yes, Fiana.
You're gonna have to give up on most of all your bad habits.
No, that is not the correct answer. Yeah, bol Moksh.
You have to destroy all your bad karma and increase your
No. Because when you're so this answer is for both Fiana and Moksha's answer, that when your good karma is more than your bad karma, that is when you go to heaven. So both your answers, you already are in heaven. Now my question is, you already are in heaven, but if you want to go to a higher stage, how do you go there? How do you go there? How you go there? Delina, sit straight like everybody else. You are not sitting straight. Okay, so how you go there is you attain Samyak Darshan. You experience the soul. You experience the soul. But then we come to Briella's point. Briella brought up a very, very, she gave the perfect answer, you can say. That in heaven, even if you go to the highest of Devlok, the highest stages, you can only go there till 4th Gunastan. You can't attain moksha. You cannot attain moksha in heaven. You cannot attain moksha in heaven. So Briela's answer has summed up the whole thing, that even if you get a lower dev, or if you get a higher level, the bottom line is you cannot attain moksha. So you will get temporary happiness. That is true. That is true, that you will get temporary happiness. You will get temporary happiness, but eventually there will be death of that body. You have to leave that body. You will get another body. And once you get that other body, and once you get the other body, you might get a 1 sense being, 2 sense being, 3 sense being. So how many of you want to go to heaven? How many of you want to go to heaven? Miss Taisha, you're extremely late. Now sit nicely. Yeah, bol moksha. Okay, so nobody wants to go to heaven. Speak
I
now.
just wanted to ask that from heaven, once you die, is it possible that you go to hell?
Yeah,
If
you
with bad karma.
I'm not sure if you go directly, but you can go directly to the animal kingdom. You can go directly to the animal kingdom, but say like, for example, from Dev you can become into Manushya. Manushya means human. And also you can go into the animal kingdom, and from there you can even go to hell. So even if it is not direct, indirectly you can go to hell. So at times it might not be a direct process, because in heaven you can't do that many bad deeds to go to hell. You see, I mean, there's always this logic. In heaven, you don't have to cook food, meaning you don't have to earn money. And because you're not earning money, you're not doing any bad deeds. Now, in heaven, you've got everything in plenty. You know, like you've got so many wives, you've got so many beautiful clothes, you've got so many, like you've got a beautiful house. So the chances of doing bad in heaven is less. So I'm not sure if you can go directly from heaven to hell, but indirectly you can go. Say from heaven, you become into a human, and from human, you can go then to hell. That's how you can go to hell. Yes, Stuti. Miss Taisha, you missed out what I wanted to teach Naisha and Dalina, because you had to learn that these other children are ahead, okay? So you have to come with them early. Okay, bol Stuti.
Yeah, so Miss, from material things, do you get no happiness at all, or like temporary happiness?
Where, I didn't understand your question.
You see, from like matter particles and other like materialistic things, right? People, like when they say they normally get happiness, is that like temporary happiness or no happiness at all?
The actual answer is no happiness at all. That is the actual answer. But what do we believe as human beings? We believe it as temporary happiness, don't we? Say, for example, okay, now Stuti, what is your favorite object, or what is your favorite thing that you would like to buy? Say it could be a necklace, a gold necklace, it might be a car. Just tell me what you want to buy.
A dog, maybe.
A dog. You want to buy a dog. Okay, now like, listen to this. You want to buy a dog. The dog has a life of 15 years or maybe 20 years maximum 20 years. After that, unfortunately, the dog will die. Then you will be sad, isn't it? When the dog. So is it temporary happiness, or is it permanent happiness, Tuti?
Yeah. So in that case, would that be no happiness at all, or just temporary happiness?
The real answer is no happiness, and the reason being it is no happiness is because when we compare it to the real happiness of the soul, when you compare it, listen to this, when you compare it to the happiness of the soul, it is no happiness. It is no happiness. But when you compare it to maybe our human living, you yourself have understood that it is temporary happiness, isn't it? So when you look at it in comparison to the happiness, the real happiness of the soul, which is unlimited, infinite, it will always be no happiness. Because why will it be no happiness? The logic is that it boils down to sadness. It will boil down to sadness. That is the reason why. Okay, now, yes. Now, after this, Delina and Naisha can go. Okay, answer. Let's answer your question so that Naisha and Delina can listen.
Oh, okay. Just one more thing. So you see now, we normally like the temporary happiness or no happiness that we normally experience, and since like that's an emotion, in all emotion and thoughts come from the soul. So does it still count as happiness because it's from the soul?
Yeah, you are right. As I'm saying, it is temporary happiness. We are not denying it. We are not denying it. But what एक minute, Moksh, but what we are trying to say over here, that the soul, when you experience the soul, it is infinite happiness and it is real happiness. This is made up happiness, that I bought a dog, I bought a car, I bought a telephone, I bought this, I bought that, I bought this. So that is all, it is all a fiction of the mind. It is all a fiction of the mind. And like that is the reason why we say in comparison, listen to this, Naisha, Delina and Taisha. Okay? Because all of you can experience the soul. Don't think that these children are ahead of you. You can experience the soul right now, Naisha. Okay? So listen to everything carefully. Miss Taisha, please sit nicely. Okay, fine. So in comparison to that, in comparison to the real happiness of the soul, which is defined as sukh, it will always be called unhappiness, or it will be called no happiness. However, because we feel that temporary, okay, let's use another word, because we feel that temporary pleasure, we think that pleasure is happiness. Okay, Bol Moksh.
I wanted to ask, like, let's not say we buy something as okay, this imaginary, but let's say you have a power of it, that whatever you like.
Say like Superman, say for example,
No,
Superman.
no. Like whatever you like want to imagine, you just tell your mind and it happens. So like, is there like a way that you keep giving yourself the happiness that you like, and like what if
Yeah,
say you
very
like
excellent
you like
question.
keep liking to help the people and like keep buying cars or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So like
Excellent
if
question.
you
Okay, okay, enough,
keep
Moksh.
buying.
Enough. Samjhi gayi. Okay, fine. Listen to now. Like listen to the answer. Moksh. This is an excellent question which is related to the universe. Let's learn one more thing, because one more topic will be covered of the universe. Then Naisha and Delina and Taisha can go. Now in the universe, listen to this. Naisha, Taisha, Delina. In our universe, Fiana, we have a time cycle. We have a time cycle. The time cycle is divided into 6. Now, how many of you have seen your clock at your house? Raise your hand. Everyone has seen it. Look, so like what does it say? 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is divided into 6 parts, isn't it? Taisha, adjust your camera so I can see your full face. Yes, so it is divided into 6 parts. Now, the next half of the clock is called 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, isn't it? So again, it is divided into 6 parts. In the same way, our time cycle is divided into 6 parts. So visualize in your mind, close your eyes, see a circle. See a circle. The half of the circle is divided into 6 parts like your clock. The other half is also divided into 6 parts. Fiana, have you brought the pictures I asked you to bring?
Pictures.
I had written a message to your mom.
Oh, she didn't tell me anything.
Okay,
but
fine.
But I drew
Okay,
this
so
on paper.
okay, it's fine. Okay, listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is divided. Now coming to Moksh's question, answer. So open your eyes, Taisha. In the time frame 1, 2, and 3, you just have to wish for something. Say there were wishing trees at that time, Taisha. There were wishing trees at that time. So for example, Taisha will wish, I wish I pass in all my exams without studying. And Taisha will pass. Then like Delina will ask, I wish I get 100 out of 100 in all my exams. And you will get that. Then Naisha will wish, I wish I don't have to give exams, yet I have all the knowledge. So even that wish will be fulfilled. So these are only examples, okay? Listen to what I want to say. In the first, second, and third era, it is exactly what Moksh says happens. We wish for something and it happens in that second, Fiana Briella. Fiona, this is your request, and so we're doing the universe, okay? So in the first, second, and third era, listen to this. There is nobody earning any money, nobody going to school, nobody's making food, nobody's eating food. They're eating food, obviously, but they're eating like once in a week. They're eating like maybe that much. Like, have you seen like a peanut? Everyone has seen a peanut. So that is all they're eating once in a week, or maybe as like the time cycle goes down to the third era, once in three days, they're eating just food. Once, like, I mean, like a small peanut, that is what they're eating. There's no hunger, there's no thirst. So that is how it is. Now in the fourth cycle, what happens in the fourth time cycle, there are 24 Tirthankars. There are 24 Tirthankars who happen, and then they tell us the paths to go to moksha. Now in the first, second, and third era, moksha, there are no Tirthankars, there is no path to go to moksha. So obviously your wishes are answered, like coming to Moksha's question. Your wishes are answered. However, you will die one day, like, won't you? You can't live in the first era for infinite time. However, ek minute moksha. You can live in Siddha Shila as Siddha Bhagwan and experience infinite happiness for infinite time. Are you understanding the difference, moksha? That yes, in the first, second, and third era, that is exactly what happens. You're just wishing for something and it happens. You're just wishing for maybe a new house, and the new house comes. You're wishing for a new car, the new car comes. Ek minute, Fiona. But in the fourth time cycle is where one gets to go to moksha. And because one gets to go to moksha, that is where they experience infinite happiness. And there's no coming back down to human life, animal life, hellish being, or heavenly being. Okay, now Naisha, Delina, and Taisha, you sit for a while because you missed out. Okay, now ask your question. Okay, Delina and like Naisha, you come back on next Saturday. Delina, can you come to the temple tomorrow for puja? You can come?
No, because you see, my brother has a skating competition after.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Both of you go, Naisha and Delina. Okay, fine. Okay, now ask your question. Oli bhi, Taisha bhi. Anyway, okay, yeah. Bol.
What are these wishing trees called?
The wishing trees are called Kalpa Vruksh. Kalpa, let me give you the spelling. Kalpa Vruksh. They're called, Vruksh means tree. Kalpa Vruksh. Yes, Moksh.
I just wanted to ask, like, can't you, in the first, second, and third era, can't you just wish to go to moksha before the Tirthankars introduced to us?
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody even gets that thought. And you can't wish and go to moksha. There's a process. Now, no. So the answer is no. That is not possible. Yeah, Stuti.
Miss, maybe like since the Tirthankars weren't there, so nobody had knowledge that there was a first, second, and third era, or maybe there's moksha, so they never wished for it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the appropriate answer. What she has spoken is like she thought herself, and she has thought in the correct direction. So this is the appropriate answer. Because you see, moksha, why weren't people thinking of moksha at that time, Fiona, Briella? Because they had everything. There was no unhappiness. But in the fourth era, now listen to this, Fiona, Briella, Moksha, Stuti, Briella. In the fourth era, now unhappiness started to come in because now people have to work. People have to make their own food. People have to go to school. People have to do things by themselves. So now unhappiness starts to come. And because that unhappiness comes, now people start to think. Like how Stuti said, first, second, third era, nobody's thinking of moksha. Because you're getting everything without even, doing anything. But now, even after doing effort, you're not getting it. So now people start to think, oh, I'm sad. What is the path of liberation? How do I attain moksha? And in the fourth era, there are 24 Tirthankars who spread the method of going to moksha. Now we come to the fifth era where all of us are living. Fifth era, unfortunately, there are no Tirthankars.
Let's keep it all there.
There are no Tirthankars, and because there are no Tirthankars, okay, let's continue with fifth and sixth era also with the other children, so also they don't miss out. Now let's do our work. Now, okay, what do I want to do with you today? Let's quick revision. How many substances, Moksh? In just 5 minutes, quick revision of everything.
6.
Bol, jaldi bol ja.
Soul meaning, I mean, Jeev meaning soul, Pudgal meaning matter particles, Dharmastika meaning ether, Dharmastika meaning anti-ether, Akash meaning space, and Kal meaning time.
Very good. Okay, so now the 6 substances have got 2 angles. Name those 2 angles, Brianna. Yes, Dravya and Paryay. I heard your voice, but you were on mute. Dravya and Paryay. Now, which one is the changing part? Which one is the constant part, Brianna?
Dravya is the constant part and Parya is the changing part.
What is the definition, Stuti, of Dravya? What is the definition of Dravya? And speak it correctly. No mistakes, Stuti.
It's the constant angle of a substance.
No. Fiana,
What?
what is the definition of Dravya?
Dravya is the togetherness of infinite gun.
Yeah, yes, Joe, I've just written it. The togetherness of infinite good qualities or gun is called Dravya. Bolto Stuti.
It's the togetherness of infinite good qualities called Dravya.
Very good. Okay. Now now Moksh, tell me the definition of gun, which is translated into good qualities. What is the definition of gun?
These are the things that are in the part of the
Habol.
substances. These are the things that take part in the activities of a substance.
Okay, I will give you 50%. Good. At least you tried. You are in the right angle, right path, but your answer is not fully correct. Anybody else would like to try? Okay, it's here. Gun is present in all parts of the substance and in all its modifications. Gun is present in all. Now, who can show me using the hand? Now name the 4, wait a minute, name the 4 gun of Pudgal, then name the 4 gun of Jeev. Bol, Moksh.
Sparsh, Ras, Gan, and Varna. And then for Jeev, there is Darshan, Gnan, Charitra, and Virya.
Excellent.
Sukh.
Very okay. Sukh, video. So 5. Very good, boy. Very good. And no mistakes. Now who can translate all of them? Fiana.
Vidya is courage. Darshan is faith. Gyan is knowledge. Sukh is happiness. And Charitra is conduct.
Excellent. And Pudgal na Briala bol.
Touch, taste, smell, and color.
Par ek bol. Sparsh means touch. Every rite bol.
Sparsh means touch. Ras means taste. Kand means smell. And Varna means color.
Very good. So also all of you are good. Okay. Now who can show me how the gun in Pudgal are laid out in the Pudgal Dravya? Sorry, Stuti. Unmute.
Oh, so it's equally spread, and so no, and it's in the whole Dravya, and equally there in all of it, like this.
Joe, watch. Gun is present in all parts of the substance. Every ball. Gun is present in, like say, Sparsh is everywhere, Ras is everywhere, every ball.
Okay, so Sparsh is everywhere, Ras is everywhere, Gandh is everywhere, and Varna is everywhere in the
Okay.
Dravya.
In the Dravya, in the Pudgal Dravya.
Yeah,
Okay,
in
now Jeev Dravya ma who can explain? Bol Moksh.
So it's like we have the soul, and then the gun, like Vidya is all over it, Sukh is everywhere, we have Darshan everywhere, Gnan everywhere, Charitra everywhere, and other gun.
So now your homework is write down your homework. By next week, you have to have the definition of Dravya and good memorized. The togetherness of infinite good qualities is called Dravya. Gun. Gun is present in all parts of the substance and in all its modifications. So you have to memorize, you have to learn it. Even if I wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you should be able to answer it. Okay, fine. Okay, so now just write this down. Write this down. Okay. Have you written it, Moksha and Stuti? Fine. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, now who can answer this? Can the infinite gun be divided into infinite dravya? Maybe it can be. Maybe it can't. Let's see. Each one of you will answer. So Moksha is saying no. Stuti is saying no. Priyala, what do you think? Fiona is also saying no. So everybody is saying no. And that is the correct answer. You cannot divide it into infinite. Why? Moksh. Why?
Because you can't divide the soul.
Good. You
And,
can't divide.
and since they're like infinite gun, and like all the gun make up a soul.
All the good. Yes. Very good. So that he actually got the concept. Dravya will not be called Dravya if it is not the togetherness of infinite good qualities. Dravya, like for example, this is only an example. Stuti will not be called Stuti if she's not Moksha's sister and her parents' daughter. This is only an example. This is only an example. Okay? She will not be called Stuti Disha, for example. She will not be called Stuti Disha if she was not Moksha's sister and her parents' daughter. But Stuti will only be called Stuti if she is Moksha's sister and the like mother's and father's daughter. This is only an example. Now, Moksh, don't overthink, okay? This is only an example. Okay, fine. Okay, now next question for Fiona. Now, the soul cannot be divided. That is true. Why? Can you explain, thinking from another, maybe giving some other explanation? Say if it was divided, what happens?
If it was divided, it would just not exist anymore.
That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. But something extra, Briella, can you think of something extra? That is fully correct. Okay, let me give you one example. Ek minute, Moksh. Let me give you one example. We'll take an example which something of like something we use daily in our life. We use a mobile phone. So mobile phone, is it one or is it multiple? There is one mobile phone which has got so many qualities in it, hasn't it? Quality number one, it has got a good battery life. Quality number two, it has got a good camera. Quality number three, good battery life and good memory. Okay, three qualities it has. Ek minute. Then Moksh, take the example as it is. Okay, take the example as it is. It has got so many qualities, but we are only picking on 3 qualities. Now, can the quality itself become mobile phone? Stuti? Moksh? Fiona? Fiona, where were you looking? Fiona, can it be, can say, for example, the quality called memory, good memory, can that become mobile phone? So let me ask you, can Gnan Gun become Jeev Dravya? Who is saying yes? Yes is the correct answer. Who is saying yes? How many of you want to say yes? No, yes is the correct answer. Because Gyan, because how else will you identify Dravya if it is Jeev or not without Gnan Gun? It is correct. It is correct. Yes, Moksh.
Wait, but doesn't also Charitra take part?
No, but
Charitra and
my question is that it is correct. So what do you think?
Nope, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Moksh, no, Moksh, Moksh, I want your answer. I don't want Stuti's answer.
It's wrong because like one gun cannot like represent itself. You can't see that the camera can make calls.
Not represent itself, represent the Dravya.
Yeah, represent the drum.
Okay, yeah. Fiana, what is your answer? It is, my statement is correct. That Gyan
No.
Gun, huh?
It's not.
Why?
Uh, yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay, Briella, my statement is correct. Gyan Gun, without Gyan, how will you know it is Jeev? Without Gyan, how will you know it is Jeev? So Gyan Gun can like actually make up the whole Dravya.
No, it's not, because the togetherness of gun is Dravya and Buddy.
Good. No,
So-
Dravya. Okay, good. Okay. So all of you have got the concept. One gun cannot make up Dravya. And Briella was able to justify it. She was able to justify it. Moksh was also able to justify it. So one gun cannot make up the Dravya. Where is Fiana?
Oh, she just went somewhere.
What?
I don't really know.
Okay. One gun.
Yeah, I'll go look.
One gun cannot make up the whole Dravya. Okay. So, and if it could make up, if like one gun could, this is just speaking, if that happens, what problem will happen? Now, this is something new that we are learning today. Yes, Kiara, you want to try? Bol. What will be the problem? Think. This I've not taught you. Yes, Kiara, Bol. Unmute and speak.
That's in the bathroom.
Okay, fine. If one gun could become one Dravya, I've not taught you this. Let's see how much you have understood from all these classes. Yes, Priyala.
Then the other gun will be useless.
Okay, you are correct. You are correct, but that is not the answer. Yeah, Moksh.
Like if one gun became its own dravya, then like now the substances would not have only two angles and they would have like infinite angles. Plus, it's that dravya itself. The meaning is the togetherness of infinite good qualities. So the infinite good qualities are supposed to be together. They can't be different dravya for
No,
themselves.
whatever you're saying is correct, but my question is, what is the problem that will happen? So you have to say, this is the problem that will happen. Yes, Tuti.
Okay, so the problem would be if only one gun became its own dravya, then then the dravya would no longer exist because
Yeah, that we already know. That is what Fiana has already said. So that is already, yeah, that is correct. What all of you are saying is correct. But one problem, this I've not taught you. Yes, Priyala, let's see how much you can think for yourself.
That the Jeev, Putgal, Dharmasika, Adharmasika, Akashanka will be gone.
Yeah, that is true. What you, Fiana, and Stuti are trying to say, that nothing will exist if we remove if you remove a gun, or if one gun becomes dravya, there'll be so many dravyas. So that is the clue I'm giving you. if one gun becomes a full dravya by itself, there'll be so many, there'll be infinite dravya basically, because infinite gun. Now, what is the problem that will happen? What is it that will not happen? Now I'm helping you. What is it that will not happen? Yes, Moksh.
I know this is not correct, but I'm thinking that is it kind of like I'm asking for a clue. Is it kind of related like the house thingy of the hell? You told us that everything is just cramped up. So just like that now, since there are infinite goon, we won't
No.
have enough space and it will just get cramped up.
No. Okay, now let me give you the answer. The answer is soul experience will not happen. Why? I've given you the answer, but why will it not happen? Why will it not happen? Yes, Stuti bol.
Because the dravya called soul will not exist.
Yeah, that is correct, that it will not exist, but explain. You are a bit vague. Explain. Yes, Moksh.
Is it because when we're experiencing the soul, we're in Dravya looking towards Paryay, but here there'll be so many Dravya, so we don't know which one to choose and
Excellent. Clap for Moksh. That is what will happen. That is the problem that will happen. That is the problem that will happen. Briella, did you understand? No. You understood? Now, okay, look at this. Briella, how many fingers are these?
5.
Okay, now Briella, I'm asking you to focus on all 5 fingers. Can you focus on all 5? No. Okay, now I'm asking you to focus just on this one finger. Is it easier to focus on one or is it easier to focus on 5?
It's easier to focus on 1.
Yeah, so she has understood the concept. On a paper, on a white sheet of paper, in the middle of the paper, draw a black circle. Take a marker and draw a black circle. No, just listen, okay, Briella? Just do it, okay? This is just for you to know. Don't do it, okay? So just draw a circle. Now, Briella and Stuti, is it easy to focus on that one circle? Or is it easy to focus on the entire white sheet of paper? Close your eyes and try. What is easier? Briella, what is easier?
To look at only the black dot.
And how about you, Stuti?
Same.
How about you, Moksh?
both.
No, it can't be both. Then you have not understood your own
No.
answer. See,
Like
no, Moksh, listen, Moksh. It is easy to focus on one, rather it is to focus on multiple. Now, you will say that even the white paper is only one. You might say that, I don't know. You might say that, but that is incorrect because there's white space here, there's white space here, there's white space here, there's white space here. Now speak.
no, I just wanted to say, like, whenever you close your eyes, everything behind it is black. So then it looks as if it's just like the paper has been cut through the middle. So the white is more noticeable. But what I understand is like, yeah, it does make more sense. Like if it is in real life, you draw a circle in the middle, that is easier to concentrate on. But like if you use your imagination, booth.
No. Don't. I'm telling you this time and again, examples are only there to go to the principle. Don't overthink on the example. If you overthink on the example, you will be focused on the example and the principle will be left on the side, because examples are only a mode to go to the principle. Okay, Moksh? Don't overthink on the example like, oh, but maybe if the paper was green in color, then it's easier to focus. You see, things like that. Fiona, come in the picture. Now, Fiona, your punishment for today is that you did not even ask permission if you can go to the bathroom, number 1. And you just walked out of class. You come back anytime you want to come back. So your punishment today is you go. Today you go. That is your punishment for today. So you must ask permission if you want to go somewhere. Okay, fine. So if you want to focus, it is easy to focus on one than it is to focus on 3-4 things. Take, for example, that you're doing some housework, or like some housework, for example. If you're sweeping the floor, can you sweep the floor and can you open the door? And can you open the fridge? And can you answer the maid? And can you tell your mom that please bring, if she's going shopping, please bring for me this, bring for me that? It's easy to do one thing at the time. First, you tell your mom, if you're going shopping, please bring for me this. Then you tell your maid, okay, you go and do this. It is easy to do one things rather than to take your mind in 100 directions. What are we getting at Moksh? Now, don't say I can do multitasking. We are not coming to multitasking over here. What we want to
Yeah,
understand,
that's it.
what we want to understand is infinite gun. If they become infinite dravya, it will not be, so whoever said, I don't remember, I think it was Moksha said, that the togetherness of infinite gun is called dravya. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is that the togetherness, if they become separate, how will you focus on one? And when you don't focus on one, how will soul experience happen? Are you understanding that this is where our aim for the entire Jain classes that we are doing, the aim is only one, to experience the soul. We're not learning this for enjoyment or for enjoyment, meaning we're not learning this to like show off our knowledge to other people, or to get fame from other people. We're learning this so that I experience the soul, you experience the soul, everyone experiences the soul. What is the method? Why haven't we experienced the soul? Like, these are the questions we need to ask ourselves. So today we have learned something new. Now the second new thing, we have got about 4 minutes. The second new thing we want to learn, look over here, Moksh. What is the definition of pariyai? Now listen to this. The definition of pariyai. So next week I will ask you definition of dravya gun pariyai. You should have it memorized. You should have it memorized, okay? The definition of pariyai is the activity, listen to me, the activity of each gun. The key word is each. The activity of each gun in each samay, the smallest unit of time. Remember, samay is the smallest unit of time, is called pariyai. Let me write it down for you. Pariyai. The activity of each gun in one samay is called pariyai. So it is not the activity of dravya. It is the activity of Stuti. Unmute.
Gun.
Yes, it is the activity of gun. So why did I say it is not the activity of dravya? Because dravya is also infinite gun. So why did I still say that? Think. And who can answer? Who can answer? Why did I say dravya? And because dravya is the togetherness of infinite gun. So still, I'm not saying dravya. I'm still emphasizing that it is the activity of each gun. Who can answer? Think. Yes, Moksh.
Is it like because your soul keeps on modifying?
No. Look at the definition of dravya and look at the definition of pariyai. The answer is there. Priyala, look at the definition of dravya, look at the definition of pariyai. The answer is there. Yeah, Moksh.
Was in Pariya, it's like a singular gun.
Yes,
Dravya, it's
yes.
like all together.
It is all together. It is a singular gun. Singular gun. Stuti, you are not paying attention today. Priyala, did you understand? No. Priyala, have you really understood? Yes or no? Sure. Okay, explain. Priyala is a good girl. Bol. Speak.
To have the question cut. I understand what Moksh said, but I didn't understand what you said.
The question is, Priyala, have you understood that why is it that the activity of each gun in one samay is called parya? Did you understand that?
Yeah,
You
because
have, okay.
it is a singular good.
Gun. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. I think you have not understood, but I will explain it to you in the next class. So your homework is you have to know by heart. By heart, no looking at the paper. Definition of Dravya Gun Parya. Okay, Moksh, Stuti, Briella. Okay, so this is your homework. Ask Fiona to come back.